Welcome to Untitled Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Scorpio for the month of September 2022. So we are in the sign of Virgo, Scorpio. The element is earth, and you indeed are in your sign of the house, in the 11th house, which is the house of team collaborations, working with other people, group sort of efforts, all pulling together, all that jolly teamwork sort of vibe for this couple of weeks. So let's see what's happening for you. The energy is the Ace of Coins, which is a great card for new beginnings, money going well, a lot of stability coming in. No, usually the sort of motto of this card is you don't have to worry about money, you've got enough coming through. So that's quite a good thing. That's always the main thing, isn't it? We're always seeming to be chasing that elusive financial stability. You know, could be a gift of money coming through, could be a tax return being sent through, all that sort of thing. But money is not an issue for this next couple of weeks. Where you are right now is, and we have another ace, the Ace of Swords, so clarity of mind. Also post a bit of a struggle, usually this card comes in after you've had a struggle, and it's usually a mental struggle with your mind and whatever's going on, whether you're struggling about money in your mind or you're struggling about your place in the world because you've just come out of your 10th house. So you might have been sort of thinking about what the hell, you know, what your value was sitting on this planet whizzing around in the universe. So this has got clarity written all over it, so it's a really nice card, especially if you struggled last month or the last couple of months with what the hell you're supposed to be doing here. The influencing card is, and we have the Page of Swords, so very much things up in the air, so still maybe a bit of a hangover with this one too, with worrying about stuff. Your mind might be quite alert to the fact of you feeling just a bit like there's got to be something new coming through for you, but you're not quite there yet. You've got a few things sort of whizzing around in your brain that you might like to do or you might like to, but what this card's telling you is if this is the case, Scorpio, you will sort of get to the point where you land on something that you can do, whatever project or whatever it is that you're wanting to sort of kickstart will come to fruition for you. But at the moment it's just a bit, it's still ideas just tumbling around. Okay, let's see the background. So let's have a look at what was going on in July, August, and still carries weight today. Sorry, I just need some water. We have the Emperor. So the Emperor is the control. Very much about control. It's very much about getting where you want to get to. Could be a person, or you could be under that. Yeah, you could feel like you're being sort of controlled, or you're just sort of just a puppet, or you just sort of really, you've got all this work done and things like that, but you're still feeling this, I don't know, this really sort of under the control of something that you kind of maybe want to get out from under, I would imagine, with the Emperor. He can be quite sort of unforgiving in a way. When we work for organisations, it can be quite ruthless and quite sort of exhausting, actually. So he's sitting there, so we'll just think about that a bit more and think about, with the clarity of mind, you know, just things will be coming through for you. You will get a sort of a breakthrough moment soon, I'm thinking. Recent influences And we have the High Priestess. Now she's come up in almost everyone's reading this for September readings. Keep your own counsel. Things are coming for you, very intuitive. Becoming very intuitive though, and keep your cards very close to your chest at the moment. I think there's a lot of change in the air, and especially if you're wanting to make that change, Scorpio, you're the biggest change makers there are. You're very much the transformers. So, but at the moment it's just sort of saying keep your own counsel just for this bit of time. Things are in the works basically with the High Priestess. And intuitively I feel like, Scorpio, you already know this. It's there's rumblings of change in your life or on the horizon. There's a rumble coming along. And you know it's coming, you can feel it, but you're not quite ready to grasp in which particular direction it is. But definitely with this energy here, it's something to do with your, you know, work, job, all that sort of thing. And it's sort of saying, don't worry. Okay, so let's see the lesson to be learnt this next few weeks. And we have the Sun. So the Sun is a fabulous card to get because it will actually illuminate everything and show you everything in the stark reality of what the Sun does. It shows up all the cracks, doesn't it? So it's very illuminating. It's also a good health card. But yeah, things are going to come out and you're going to see exactly what it is you need to see. And, you know, it's a yes answer card too. So whatever you're... Knowing Scorpios, you're very secretive people, so it's very hard to sort of leverage anything out of you. But I feel like this is coming through. And with the Sun, you will get to see everything exactly how it is and make your decision with this yes answer card. Very positive card as well. Near future. And we have the Nine of Coins, which is the strong, independent female card. It can, male, female, doesn't matter. But it usually sort of portends towards female because they obviously in the last 50 years, you know, it's quite amazing that they could actually be just as good as a male person, not, you know, being horrible. But this is what this card sort of alludes to. It's like that really amazing breakthrough sort of completion of events that women are now doing a lot more, but so it still has that attachment to it. So well done, that's coming up. So for you, really getting a glimpse of what is possible for you with this Nine of Coins, which is a really great card to have in the spread, actually, Scorpio. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising. And we have the Queen of Swords. So very much that Queen of Swords, and this is a part of you that really has to be clear about what you want. You've really done, this is like a Libran card or very much a Justice card as well. She's very much a person. She's very smart, very savvy. She's been through around the block more than a few times. Very smart intellectually as well, so she knows how much she'll put up with. So there's a limit to her patience, especially with things when she knows, you know, there can be other things coming in for her. So don't forget to bring her out whenever you need to. Or conversely, if you've got a sort of a bit of a nemesis at work or someone that's being a bit of a, you feel like there's a bit of, what's that word? There's a bit of flurry going on, or there's something not quite being said. It's a bit of, can't think of the word, sorry Scorpio, but there's a bit of friction there. You might look, she might be behind it, if you know what I mean, because she's stuck down here. But then again, conversely for you as well, you can come out and say, well, you know what, I'm not having any of this. This is how things are. And you just go in straight with the sword, cut the crap. How others see you, dear Scorpio. Eight of Coins, so a really good card for, you know, new other jobs. Like you can do whatever you want. If you need a change of scenery, that is very possible if you have the time, and just sit back and have a look at what you could do with a little bit of retraining or a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can do whatever it is you want to do. It's just a matter of you just finding the time to be able to realise that for yourself. So this is a really good card for the Master's Apprentice, about getting into something new at a mature age in life. But you've already got all the building blocks there, so it's not really going to take much effort, if you know what I mean. And it's well overdue. So you've got a lot of stability in here, Scorpio, and then you've got that that sort of swords energy running through it, which is just, you know, overthinking and not sort of just being practical and getting down to the tin tacks. And with the High Priestess, you know exactly that something is coming for you, that it's very positive feelings. And we have the Lovers, so it's just up to you to make the decision what it is you want next. The Lovers is a major card, so it's almost like a balancing card too. So big decision, consequences and actions. But I think it's going to be really good for you to make this decision. Do you want this or do you want that? Do you want to stay where you are or do you want to venture out? It's up to you, and it's your decision. And you know that, actually, because that's positive feelings. You very much know that. However, you know, it's up to you to feel right about it when the right time for you is. Okay, now we have the final outcome. And we have this King of Swords, so there he is with his armour all sitting up there, and, you know, sort of saying one thing, doing another, but also clarity coming in. This might be some person, you know, especially around the work area. He's usually a lawyer or something. He's a sort of a male energy that really can talk the talk. He could sell the sand to the Arabian people, that kind of energy. But, you know, he wears all that armour, which is a bit sort of frightening, isn't it? Because you think, well, what are you doing? Take it off, it's summertime. You know what I mean? Why is he hiding behind all that steel work? So with him, especially with you, I think, Scorpio, knowing the way you can fight the fight, I think you could easily just listen to what he's got to say and, you know, sort of translate that into what's really going on, if you know what I mean. I'd really use my Scorpio intuition with him too, and I wouldn't believe too much talking. You want sort of you want to feel like, yeah, that you're in control, not him. You know, I think your days of feeling controlled are over. You want to sort of feel like an equal actually at the moment and do your own sort of thing. Very interesting, Scorpio. Let's see your little message. We have generosity. A true spiritual life is not possible without a generous heart. When you act in the true spirit of generosity with no expectation, your heart expands outwardly as a consequence of compassion and loving kindness to be found within. Thank you so much for listening, Scorpio. It looks like an interesting month. It looks like there will be breakthroughs. Just keep on keeping on, and we'll talk next month. Thank you very much.